Hello, everyone. My name is Marcus Weaver, and today I'll be talking about the book A Time for Dancing." This was one of the books I read when I was in the seventh grade. Really great book, really emotional, really touching. This book is about a young teenage girl. She is in her senior year. She's a dancer, her and her best friend. And life takes an unfortunate turn to where she finds out that she's diagnosed with cancer, and it's a shocker just because at a young age she's gonna have to experience this this illness and the impact that it has on her family. It's really, it could be traumatizing because this book stuck with me because when I read it, it became a fear because I was just like, wow, like what if I could be, like what if I was in this situation? Like what if it was, this was my sister or my best friend, and a year later, it actually became my reality. My sister, she was diagnosed with terminal illness, cancer, and hers was aggressive. Very similar to the aggressiveness of cancer as the young lady experienced in the book. But I related to it just because, reading in the story, the financial pressure that it put on her father as far as him having to work and having to take care of the hospital bills and then the bills at home and then to make sure their marriage is okay because dealing with someone with a terminal illness can become very draining, especially if a lot of responsibilities are put on one person. And I can relate to that watching my parents having to go through some of those struggles, while my sister was sick, with cancer, and just watching them work through it together to find a solution, and the way that the family did in the story. And it's funny because I remember sitting in my room reading this story and just like, I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine. And the way it was written was to connect with you on that level because I felt a smidget of what that hurt could possibly be like, but actually going through it, I mean, I felt it all. So, I mean, it was beautifully written. I mean, it stuck with me for so many years, and like still to this day, I find myself reflecting back on that book, just because I mean, it was beautifully written, and I didn't know that. To me, it's kind of like that was a preparation for me to handle the next phase that was getting ready to come into my life, because I feel like it was just a heads up. I kind of feel like it was meant for me to read that book to be able to handle what was coming next. And unfortunately, my sister, she did not survive. We lost her actually, less than a year after she was diagnosed, and and the young lady in the story, she also passed as well. But really great book. I mean, if you guys get the time, it's called A Time for Dancing. You have to just, I mean, look it up, read it. I mean, it will touch your hearts. It's really great. But yes, Time for Dancing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day.